So mysteriously, to me at least, like 2 days after my last workout, so I worked out on what day was that? So today is Saturday, so it was Monday. So 2 days after my last workout on Monday, so probably was Thursday, all of a sudden my back started hurting, and I've had that in the past. But normally I think I've had it when I tried to deadlift. Um, but it just started hurting. After the day after I worked out, it was fine. The day after that was fine, and then it just was hurting. So it was. I mean, it's healing up right now. I don't want to put too much weight on my back right now though, so I'm just gonna. I might skip squats. If I do, I'll just do a light set with maybe 115, which I'm gonna do calf raises with. I'm not really bending when calf raises, so I feel comfortable enough to do that. So I had to really switch some things up. You get injuries and you get older, and I think one thing that changes, and I don't know if that's just my faith or just perspective from getting older or both, but you realize you can only do what you can do. So the goal is to put 5 pounds on the squat each week till I get up to 400 or something like that. But then obviously life happens, and I'm not saying injuries are inevitable. There are people that have great programs that progress and they do very well, and they have maybe superior knowledge or something like that. That's all great. But for a lot of us, we have these setbacks, and for most of us, we have some kind of setback in some area. Um, but when it happens, I mean, I think for me nowadays, it's kind of like I just try to do what I can. Right now, after I hurt my hamstring playing ball, it was like, okay, that'll give me more time to focus on trying to dunk again because that's my primary goal anyway. And so I'll try to take a couple weeks off and then get to working out maybe once every 4 to 5 days. And so that's what I've been doing. And it's been going well. But then I hurt my back. And I really was trying to up the squat, every 4 or 5 days. So, and I was feeling encouraged. I was doing some box squats. I got up to 235, which I'm certain I'll probably next workout I'll be back up. Um, but anyway, point is I was feeling encouraged. I did that. And then I did, after I did that 235 for 5, I took some weight off and just did some squats that feel good. And it was great. I got one comment on that video, and it was by the guy who squats every day, Yvonne. Can't pronounce his last name. But that was exciting just because, first I didn't know if it was actually him. I saw his profile picture, but it was like Yvonne something 300. So I thought, what is that, him? So I clicked on it, and sure enough, it was his videos. And he'd encourage me. He just said, keep on going. And that was great because he's kind of like a YouTube, I don't know if you call it celebrity, but YouTube, well-known YouTuber. And he's a guy I've watched in the past on another channel. I've even commented on his video before, and he commented back. And so it was just very encouraging. So then that happened, and I was encouraged. And then all of a sudden I get hurt. But whatever. I hurt my back. But in life, you just do what you can. And sometimes when you have a setback, God is telling you to do something else or take a rest. Sometimes it's just, you don't know the reason exactly, but you just keep on going. So today I just got through doing a workout outside, which is why I'm sweating. I did a low rim session, and I've been having some knee issues, but I kind of switched it up today. Normally I kind of have a very hip dominant lower gather, but my quads are involved just like in anybody's jump. But today I tried to do like a quicker type of jump off of 2 feet and some quicker jumps off 1 foot, and it kind of helped with my knee. So I just kind of improvised and I did some sprint stuff. My hamstring is feeling good, no pain or anything. So I'm still gonna take some time off from ball, but point is just if you have a setback, just try to do something else. And life is full of so many different things, different areas. People like me get caught up doing one thing because I'm obsessive. I want to dunk, I want to squat, and I've been trying to dunk for years. The first time I ever dunked was after 5 years of trying, from 1996 to 2001. And 96, I was 16, I could touch the rim. 15, I could touch the rim. And in the next few years, I put like 8 inches on my vertical. And I remember back then, there was hardly anything. There was no information online about I mean, there was no online. What am I talking about? I mean, they had it. My friends had dial up, but there was nothing like that. It was I used to read magazines. I had a magazine subscription, and some magazines would come to the house once a month or once however often they made it. And I had a subscription to Slam magazine, and in the magazine they had a couple of vertical jump programs. They had Air Alert 2, and so you could send your money in the mail and they send you a program. They had that. They had Jump Soles. They had the Strength shoes, which are shoes you put on your feet, kind of like Jump Soles. Jump Soles were different because you attached the things to your shoe, whereas the Strength shoes were an actual shoe. I actually had the Jump Soles, and obviously you realize mostly it's the exercise that's doing any of the giving you the benefit. but yeah, and then they had this like ISO calf machine where you like pushing with your calf. So it was just experimentation. And it's nothing like now where they got you got like John Evans and Isaiah Rivera, they're THP and they're doing periodization. It's just so high tech, they're really good at what they do. But for us back then, for me, it was just you didn't know what to do. And it was just research. I remember trying to find Spud Webb's autobiography, and after it seemed like I searched and searched and searched and finally found it at UWM in Milwaukee at the library. It was like on the third or fourth floor. I found he had an autobiography, and I read it, and I read what he did, and he talked about how he did, which was different from some of these guys nowadays. He wasn't squatting and things like that. He said he ran every day. He ran hills, and he played one-on-one. And he said every single day he tried his hardest to jump as high as he could, which I guess is what some of these guys are saying. Dunk every day. But and he finally dunked at 5'4". For me, it was unorthodox. I remember I had some knee pain, and I remember I used to. I thought, man, my knees are messed up. And then one day I had to, you're in public, you got to use the bathroom. You don't want to sit on the toilet, so I was squatted like this. And then I realized, man, that helped my knee. Nowadays, it's isometrics and that kind of. But that's what I was doing. I didn't know I was doing it, but I know it helped my knee. So I got back to jumping, and but I wasn't jumping a lot. I was probably jumping once. In the summertime, I would jump every day, but in the like school year, I remember I would go to gym class and we would run intervals 3 times a week. That was when I was there because I skipped school constantly. So, but especially during that phase I was skipping school, I think I saw the most growth, and I was only jumping or playing ball once every few weeks. And I would, once every couple of weeks or so, I'd be reading my magazines, doing research, and I looked at the bodybuilders and how big their legs were, and I reasoned, okay, when I'm jumping, I'm at a certain angle, kind of like where bodybuilders are when they're squatting. So if I train those muscles, and I didn't do any weights, I did like the isometrics I was doing, and something like a wall sit. I did the Stairmaster. I did it till my legs felt like they were gonna just explode. And then when I would play, once every couple of weeks, I would jump. I would get a running start and try to jump as high as I could, maybe once or twice. So my jumping consisted of jumping as high as I could once or twice every few weeks, and then doing something for my legs once a week or once every 2 weeks. And I put 8 inches on my vertical in a year. So I don't know how that would fit in with what these other guys are saying. I just know that's what worked for me. So anyway, we'll do some calf raises and probably do some leg extensions and leg curls. I won't record it. One of these days I probably will. Right when this is holding me accountable because this room is a mess. So I don't even want to show where the leg extensions because it's just a big mess. But I'm gonna do these calf raises, and then we'll see if I do a couple squats. If not, then I won't. I'll do it next time. So anyway, this is a longer video, but it's fun actually to talk about vertical jumping and stuff like that because it's a passion of mine. So anyway, let me do these calf raises. Flat-footed. I like to get a stretch. I think that feels better on the muscle, but once again, I'm just experimenting. So something I've done my whole life. with jumping and things like that, just experimenting. So anyway, I'm gonna exchange this weight. I'm gonna pause this while I check it off. All right, I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna say squats. I'm gonna do these calf raises. I might try a couple of squats. We'll see. See how it feels on my back. So my back isn't hurting, my shoulder's hurting, knee is hurting. Crazy. Alright, that didn't feel too bad. Let's see how a squat will feel going slow. Not too bad to feel on my back at all, but my knee was hurt, so I'm done. So anyway, maybe if I did a box squat, it wouldn't feel too bad, but I suppose I could try that. Try a box squat. See how that feels, and after that, that's it. Let's see, how long is this video? Whatever. I was about to say ain't nobody watching it anyway, but I can't say that because the Squat Everyday guy watched it. So you never know what's going on. So we could just let's see how this feels. Don't feel bad at all. I like that. That was kind of fun. Back, okay. Not terrible. But that's enough. I know when to quit. It's alright. If somebody did watch this video, which I know somebody will because I am, but thank you and take care. Alright.